Oh man, hello world. Um, the savagery has risen. Wow, little hands that ran down to Mexico so he couldn't be tampered with or to answer any of the questions flying off of the desk from the red tape being taken down to know. And this shutdown happens to do with the red tape. Mm. But I said, looking at this thing, I said to myself, well, if he could do that on that level, what makes me think that he wouldn't do that on a minor level? And that's exactly what he did. And that's exactly what he's doing, should I say. Mm. Now, the only way that this can be stopped is to keep up with the paper trail. But nobody is keeping up with Slice of Doses paper trail. Why? Because every time he's asked, he sends back a threat and says, if you ask, you'll be in a lot of trouble if you ask for his tax returns. But, like I said before, I'm looking at this as periodically the ultimate scheme of a lifetime. And happens to be taking place is payouts. Well, upside down payouts, should I say. The longer you wait, the longer this escalates. And like I said, man, it's a tricky game, but they're here to play it. Talks. Yeah, that's another thing. American-made mattresses. Shop Saintva Classics. If you want some of that, nice mattresses. Talks to end U.S./China trade wars. Now shifts to make or break rounds. Listen, man. He didn't exactly know exactly what he was dealing with. Now that he knows what he's dealing with, he can't fit the bill. Keep telling y'all that. But then again, I think y'all already know that. I just didn't know that. And like I said, the longer you wait, the longer it's excavated. And that's part of the plans. Dow posts 4 days winning streak. Like I said before, the tamper with the market, the tamper with this and the tamper with that. You just tampering little hand individual. And it's all to save your own companies, man. They're failing Trump's lives. So this is the territory Trump addresses proves newsworthy, but networks won't play it. Nah. Texas Republicans defend county GOP leaders as group pushes to oust him. Oh man. And China demands US give more concession to North Korea. They all working together now. I think about it. Actually, it seemed as though Slice and took his executive power and shifted it into crypto. We could look at the format and just say everything is scandalous and unprovable at this point. Why? Because you added something to something that wasn't supposed to be added. And when you did that, it was illegal. Why? Because you trying to add non-federal to federal. And that's a course for an impeachment slice. But seeing as though federal is paid by you, that's gonna be a slippery slope. And I'll get ashy about a minute just thinking about what's actually taking place and how you and your constituents look innocent, but I can't say why, because I'm not keeping an eye on the books. And it's the complete opposite to actually impeach a president. You have to see exactly where their structure, like if their structure is based upon them. But considering as though you put your whole family in there, you know, but that's what I mean. When it came down to it, my man was, this is why they impeached this guy Johnson, because he was creating everything surrounding his name. And you know, it just didn't look fair to the people. But here it is, you created and added this and that, and your name's not exactly on it, but you signed it. So everybody with that. And that's why, you know, a lot of people were rolling out and acting as if they want to, you know what I mean? The list goes on and on, man. It's terrifying out here. And like I said before, you have to pay attention to actually figure this thing out. So stay down there in Mexico as long as you possibly can. El Salvador, Texaco, wherever you at, baby. Stay close to the borderline. Oh. And looking at it, everything for the top. I'm just at the bottom, baby. And it's going, like I said, man, you ain't gotta believe it. States of America Emergencies 2019. They sent me back. I don't know why they do that, but it is what it is. Let me get to it. Yeah. Trump highlights human trafficking as he calls for strong barriers. Trump's White House urges allies to prepare for what they call an RBG. Politico has more on that story. And fire tears through building in pretty much Newark and East Orange. That's New Jersey, that is. As Riz Media has that story. In Dallas caster Dale Hansen slams white privilege in the NFL. I wouldn't say it would be a white privilege. I would just say between white privilege, white supremacy, anything you put white and then something else on it, that's doing too much. White is good enough. Kevin Durant, not among the Western Conference starters and fans voting. Listen, man. a lot of athletes are not, you know, appreciated as much as they should be. Why? Because like I said before, the athletes. 2018 Honda Civic Type R long term updates as it's approved mostly. And something or another, they got a lot of car addicts out there, man. Humania pushes back against WSJ investigation of medical centers. Listen, man, everything is investigated investigatively. Why? Because somebody wants to crack some type of code and not be seen for cracking the codes. You understand? But if you're gonna make it this blatant and obvious, it's really no codes to crack. Russia seizes of Ukrainian ships. Sailors bring muted U.S. ... And keep going on and on. It has a picture of Putin and his sinister smirk. Galaxy S10 launches a date to confirm February 20th at Samsung's Unpacked. Listen, man, they gonna mess around and have Samsung stores popping up soon, like the Apple stores. The only difference is Samsung may be closer than you think. The Supreme Court may change the way you buy wine. Listen, man. My thing is, right, it's legal to, you know, change, alter whatever you want or your body or whatever. What's illegal is what you want to put in it. Key Democrats say Graham border wall frame wall falls short. Graham been falling short ever since he kind of didn't establish himself with the immigration laws in the first place. And hence he tried to throw it under the bus, but he came back and bit him. And like I said, while he's still there, part of the chair. And like I said before, most of the chair is on Slice's side. Why? Because Slice paid him. Oh man, Tesla is getting some regulated pushbacks over autopilots. And like I said, man, this would be the world's biggest indictable case ever if you can catch all of those sceneries at play. Now, I sat back and had my popcorn watching it like it was a full-blown movie. It was. But it's kind of the reality of a movie. Oh, man. Franklin Lakes couple gives $10 million gift to university. See what I'm saying? You see this? You rolling over something that you taking from that you ain't supposed to be taking from. You're supposed to be building on top of it for your future to come. But instead, you don't think that your future is sustainable to hold it up. That's what it 3/5 come in. But you kind of trickled that around the other way. But I know the actual way. Mm. And you can call it a catastrophic niche, but something's been under the catastrophic list for the longest. And that's where you're taking it from. Hence, Pentagon, Department of Treasury. Mysterious blob. Yeah. Around M dwarf stars. Maybe bad news. Nah, I think I spoke just now about the bad news. And Corny offers reciprocity for 17 million concealed carry permits. You see this? He was on alert, baby. And hence, I don't want no parts of that. And like I said, if it makes you satisfiable to aim systematically to the uncontrolled then so be it. As I sip this tea. Seeing them Acosta mocked for accidentally proving the border wall. Listen, man. Between borders and all this other stuff, man. When did it become a problem? You gotta look at things when they started to become a problem and how they became a problem. And like I said, the people have been too blind to the fact that Little Hands is in charge and Little Hands is the offering payee. But like I said, they were stirring this up all along, and now they're trying to retract all this other stuff because it didn't work the way it was supposed to work. Sure, like I said, we're gonna play this game again, baby. Why? Because I'm forced into it. Oh man. Then again, yeah, that's enough. Peace. I gotta go.